And I thank the gods for having brought you here today and for saving me.
I must admit I was frightened for you, watching those runaway horses. How do you feel?
Better. Oh, I'm still trembling, I guess. What's the matter? Why do you sit and stare at me like that?
I don't know. So few women come this way.
And so?
As long as you're here, I might as well. I never saw a girl more beautiful.
Oh.
I've come a long way. Seeing you is worth it.
How simple men are. As though I were a plant or an animal. Still, I thank you, you know.
I'm telling the truth. Don't thank me for it.
You couldn't be anyone but Hercules the Theban. I know you're expected. Everything will change, they say.
By the gods, everything's burnt by this time. No. Well done, perhaps. Will you have a piece?
No.
Go on. Go on.
No more, thank you.
I will start where your lips have touched.
Why, how dare you be so audacious?
I'm too hungry to help it. That is no work for a princess. Yes, you are Iole, daughter of Peleus, king of Jolko. The royal standard on the chariot told me your name. Here, let me do it. I can work much faster.
There's lots of time to return to a city that I hate so.
That's no way to welcome a stranger.
Only you've no right to be here.
Your father knows about it.
He didn't ask you. It was a question of teaching the art of war to Ephetus, my brother, and you offered to.
Isn't that the same thing?
No. You know the story of my family. Somebody spoke to you about us.
You remember it well, then? Was it really so bad?
I remember it now. I remember all that went on. Is it wrong to be as happy as I was then? But the gods won't answer that question. They turn from me when I ask. I was only a child that day 10 years ago. It had been such a happy afternoon for me. We were returning from the hunt with my uncle Aeson, who was king of Jolko at that time. He insisted that his son Jason ride in his chariot, together with my brother Ephetus, my father, and I. At our side rode the captain of the escort, Chiron, who had had angry words with the king on the previous day, though we did not know what it was about. In the woods, we suddenly saw a platoon of soldiers coming toward us. They were leading a man in chains. My uncle stopped the chariot. I tried to see the face of the prisoner, but he knelt with his head bent very low. The king whispered something in my father's ear, and my father got down from the chariot and went to talk with the officer of the platoon.
What is he charged with?
He killed a woman and robbed her of what little money she had, Your Excellency.
You would like to kill, eh?
To kill. That was the only word I was able to understand of the brief conversation that followed. But I knew somehow that the man must be condemned to death. My father came back to the chariot and whispered something to my uncle. The king shook his head and we started off again. My uncle Aeson was a good king, always fair, and determined to mete out justice. The thought of that prisoner's death swept over me like a bad omen. A strong wind was beginning to ruffle the trees around us. By the time we reached Jolko, the sky was overcast and the gale increasing in fury. The people who were always there to welcome their king had retreated to their houses, and the great square was deserted. With the coming of night, the foreboding terror became even stronger in me. But my cousin Jason invited my brother Aphetus and me to see the Golden Fleece. That prospect made me forget my fears. We waited until the king and his guards had left. Then Jason, Aphetus, and I stole into the throne room to touch the Golden Fleece. To touch that gift of the gods, which the populace considered to be the only true symbol of royalty. For us, it was more important than the scepter or the crown. Without it, no man is truly king. It had a mysterious presence all its own, almost alive. It seemed to vibrate, and to touch it made us tremble. I never saw Jason again after that night. Later on, my sleep was filled with nightmares. The memory of what had happened in the woods would not leave me. Again and again, I pictured what would certainly be the end of that terrible story. The condemned man brought to the place of execution. The executioner advancing to him, grasping his axe, lifting the axe, and me powerless to help. But with my scream, I heard other screams echoing from the farthest end of the palace. My terror was even greater when I noticed that my nurse's bed was empty. Out of my mind with fear, I ran to the throne room. I could scarcely see the body of the king as they carried him out amidst the clamor and confusion. My father stood there petrified, staring at his brother's blood. Then he turned, and a look of fear crossed his face, for the stand behind the throne was empty. The Golden Fleece was gone. But his suffering could do nothing. Jason escaped with the Golden Fleece, and Kiran too, but you know the rest.
So that's why Kiran was accused of killing the king, kidnapping Jason, and stealing the Golden Fleece.
Yes.
And for what reason?
For revenge.
And do you believe that?
It's important. Do you think that people lie?
But I've heard it wasn't Kiran who killed the king. It was the king's brother who murdered him.
That's not true!
Why do you relive the story if it's not true?
Listen, they all speak about the past here. The murder happened to put my father on his brother's throne. But I know he wouldn't do that. It's tragic. Now that the Golden Fleece is gone, he must officiate. But when he tries to aid them, why, they don't care. My poor father's above your suspicions.
For all our sakes, I hope so.
I see you're joking. I remember somebody saying you were a friend of Kiran. Have you come for revenge? And more suffering?
Wait. Would you allow me to accompany you? Please. I'm not much of a carpenter. It won't work. It's better to let me take you back to Jolko. Come with me, please. I would like to see your eyes with happiness there in place of hate, because I can understand just the way you feel. But I will help you now. Believe me, I'll protect you.
the worm eats the fruit that matures, as men stalk their prey, he will come here for you. When you see the man, he will wear one sandal. Wait no longer. That man would slay you. Will you escape destruction? He wears but a single sandal. When he comes, take care.
But why does he hate me like that?
He does not know you are the man he hates.
Oh, Father. How can you take stock in these oracles, and this one isn't even pretty?
Destiny knows all about all men, and when your time comes, you too will know.
You witch, get away, do you hear?
They will speak no more. When someone angers the gods, they finish.
Why, no. Better to respect the gods and their oracles. They are the gods' messengers. I shall give an order that any man coming to Jalco wearing one sandal will be put to death immediately. You! Who is that?
Hercules, the master of arms that you sent for.
Hercules the Theban. Come forward. Welcome to Jalco. They say you're almost a god. Well then, why aren't you invisible?
Stop it, Aphetus. This man saved my life today.
Marvelous. That's the way to make a fine impression. You'd better listen to what I have to say to Hercules, because it concerns you too. You're here to reinforce Jalco. Hercules will guide you until you're able to reign. But he must show you. Because I want to give the throne up.
Father?
Because each year I grow more anxious. I can't go on being king forever. I can't go on. Useless. Father, you've been drinking too much tonight. I guess you're right, but it won't stop it, can't you see? Hercules, I must beg you to help us at Jalco. You must help to keep the throne for my boy here. If I find that you are loyal, I will grant you anything you want out of Jalco. I hope you sleep well. Good night. One moment. He may be an imposter. How do I know?
But I saw him. My horses, they were running away. He stopped my horses. I knew who he was.
Certainly. You're right to feel grateful. But I can't depend on the eyes of a girl.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. Don't be upset about it, Iole. Well then, let me do it, Father. All right then. Prove you're so fearless. Come on. Good, Hercules. Enough now. Iole may show you to your quarters.
Until tomorrow, Peleus.
Why do you have to treat me as if I were a baby? He's taken you in just as he's charmed Iole. And you hate him because you're weak and impulsive. Hercules is a guarantee. He's more than a match to play against Argo, Laertes, Tiphys, the Dioscuri, and all those others who plan to get the throne of Jalco. I want that throne for you. You know it's yours.
Your rooms are there. The morning sun hits the other part, so you'll be able to sleep late.
Thank you again. Until tomorrow.
They're strange, my family. Don't you think so?
No one should judge his family.
You're so serious.
I know I'm right.
Yes, I see. If you like, I'll release you. Just forget your promise of this afternoon.
Please. If I may speak the truth, you're why I took the insults of your brother. And if I remain, it's only because of you, Iole.
You don't care about Chiron's story? Why are those doors barred then, do you think? That was Chiron's room. In that room, the king was killed. And Jason slept in there. Chiron must have done it because they were alone there. There was no one else.
I know you have reason to think that, but even you can be wrong.
It is late for you to visit here. What is it, Eurystheus?
Nothing, but you have made a mistake.
No. Hercules will train a fetus to reign here with success.
Hercules was Chiron's close friend. He hasn't forgotten what's happened to him.
That took place years ago.
Hercules is honest, and honesty always finds the truth, even after many years. His purpose for coming here is to clear Chiron's name.
Perhaps you'll find something else more interesting. Emotions, for example. Love.
Iole.
Young people forget their purposes sometimes.
You should fear this man, I say. You'll see.
I know. I know. What else?
I'll be going now, to my hiding place. As you promised, it was the only reward I got.
And the gold?
The gold. But you need light to see it well. It's like blood on my hands. Bloody. Like your brother was.
Get out!
Very well. Because I can wait till you want me.
And I'm not joking. Your heart's strained. You can't force it.
I know, Asclepius, but I want to finish this marathon.
Better take him away.
But I was training for months.
Go on. They've all become fanatics since Hercules arrived. They seem to worship nothing but strength.
Their studies are neglected for the glory of the arena. Isn't that so, Orpheus?
Yes, Laertes, for the moment poetry languishes. And my lyre will soon sing songs of nothing but heroes and battles. Why, look, Teepee, here's Argo.
He seems to be furious.
All of you here in the arena? And have you all changed to his ways? Talk to the men. They speak only of Hercules.
He's won their hearts. They won't listen to me. To my way of thinking, he could start them battling against their elders.
No, Laertes. Just watch Hercules, a born master of these things. If he'll fight here, he can bring defeat to our enemies. Look at him, standing with Castor and Pollux. Deceit does not go with a man of such qualities.
Look. That's very good. A fine jump. But next time, try to end up on your feet. If you want to become champion, you must work.
I wanted you to notice me. I want to be like you, Hercules.
And you will be, my boy, because you have a strong will.
My father said you put strength ahead of everything, but I know you want us to use our forces only to serve our intelligence.
And you are right. All right, now you will stay by my side and I'll teach you to fight. But not only with your hands. And someday, your friends and enemies will honor you and name you the wise.
I might have known who it was. Fetus, forgive us, but don't you think it's time we go? He's here.
Until tomorrow. Get a bow. The sun is high already. You sleep too much.
The pleasures I enjoy must aggravate you, but it's early. So please don't start that eternal nagging, simply because I delayed the great Hercules.
Here. Wait. Shoot where you are.
My, you've certainly got a distinguished assembly of spectators. Why, this distance is nonsense. Is it your purpose to humiliate me so they'll talk?
In battle, at this distance, we'd call for the use of the bow. For shorter distances, the use of the sword or the spear. And remember, it's not a question of physical strength. With a little intelligence, even a boy like this one can hit a bullseye, standing where he is.
Better yet, prove it to me. Prove to me your head isn't just a mass of muscle up there.
What's he doing that for?
Keep still.
Now concentrate and listen to me. Aim before you wind up. And just watch the direction and intensity of the wind. Watch the tops of those trees. That will guide you to incline your bow at the proper angle. Once you've determined that, let go the arrow. It will have to go straight out. Here's your bow. Now watch. Here. That's it. Just one more inch now.
I can't do it.
You must do it. Steady now. One more foot. Shoot!
A perfect shot.
Look at that.
Well done, my boy. What's your name?
Ulysses, son of Laertes.
Remember what I'm going to say. Perhaps someday, a bow may decide your fate.
Listen, no one in all of this country has ever beaten me at discus throwing. All right, are you ready? I accept.
If Thetis may win the discus throw, his body is built lighter than Hercules. That can work as an advantage sometime.
We must wait and see.
Don't know.
$137.75.
I must say it's extraordinary.
It will take some doing for Hercules if he ever wants to beat that record.
Now, just wait a minute.
Come, Hercules, we'd like to see your style. How do you throw the discus at Thebes? With both hands?
They're truly the hands of a god.
My chariot. My chariot! I want my chariot!
He can beat anybody.
You frighten the mayor. Return to Thebes, Hercules.
I promised you that I would stay.
There's no advantage to my father. Thetis is the kind of boy who will always seek revenge.
Don't you really want me to stay here, Iole?
It doesn't matter, just so long as you'll be with me. Oh, if you said you didn't love me and we were parted, to move along through that house, to hear what the people say, do stay.
He's returned, dependable as summer, cruel as hailstones on the young wheat. See how the lion prefers the young people, the children and women. Whoa, whoa,
What has happened?
The lion has returned.
Where were they found?
In the valley, the lion got them there.
Don't go, Hercules.
Hercules! No! Not, please!
back to Jolko. No, I want to enjoy the spectacle. Go away. I want to see you battling a lion, not throwing a discus around. Your tongue is faster than your sword. You take your orders from me. Go back. I'm responsible for your life. You're responsible for my prestige in front of the people, too. By the gods, I swear if you escape the lion, you won't escape this.
Is this your design, O gods? Is this why I've come to Jolko?
Your chariot arrived in Jolko like a messenger of death.
But it didn't tell you about the victim, I see.
It may still be you, Hercules.
I told you, Peleus. I prophesied doom if you didn't send him away.
He's dead, my son. Oh, cruel gods.
Useless complaining to the gods. Plan your revenge now.
I'll avenge my son, Hercules. I'll make Hercules suffer the way I suffer.
Listen to what I say to you. And if you just do that, you can forget he's invincible.
Your Highness! Hercules has returned!
No one requested you to go after the lion. If you hadn't been so headstrong, he would still be alive. The lion is vanquished. The parents of his victims feel grateful, I suppose. The danger is past them now. Their anger has lessened with their sorrow. But it can't placate me. You want only your glory. You brought the gods' vengeance on my house. You'll atone for these things. You fought the lion. You'll pay for the things you believe in. You'll do what I order you to. And I swear no man will help you. I charge you to meet the Cretan bull in battle, and may the curse of the gods be upon you until you paid for the blood of a fetus.
Iole, I didn't want to speak out against your father. But his punishment's unfair, and his accusations unjust.
Yes, I know. Hercules must listen only to the gods, because he cannot know the suffering of a woman.
Listen to me, Iole.
I don't want to. No way.
Why did Iphitus have to die? Answer me, Sybil. I cannot understand. I'm greatly confused. A man I could crush with one hand gives me an order. A woman humiliates me.
It is not you who is to blame, Hercules. Iphitus died simply because he was not meant to be king of Jolko. Now the gods assign a new labor to you. They want you to go out and chance your fate against the Cretan bull.
Enough! I'm tired of doing all these senseless things for the gods. When will I be worthy in the eyes of the gods?
The hour of your fate is nearing. Don't rebel against it.
Now listen to me. These changes have happened to me in the last few days. Iole, the way they punished me. All of these things help me to feel in another way. I can't stand being superior. Let me experience the real things, love or hate.
Those are mortal states, Hercules.
If it's my immortality making me unhappy, then I'll do without it.
That's dangerous, Hercules. Don't you know how foolish you'd be to renounce it? To be born a man and see everything die is not to be immortal. Stay as you are. Be a god. Don't exchange immortality for fear, pain, and sorrow.
I want to live like any other mortal man. It's my prayer to have a family. I want children of my own. To see the children growing up.
Pass on, Hercules. It's all as you ask. Now you shall have to confront your future and fight using only your own forces. Mortal victories, or you'll be defeated. Now you can kill, or be killed by others since you are no longer a god.
It's all planned, isn't it? I search for the Cretan bull next.
Follow your destiny then, wherever you like. Hercules is a man now, and the gods will punish you for your stubbornness.
Thank you, Jupiter, for answering my prayer. Now there's a woman to conquer, and battles to win, and the Cretan bull awaits! The Cretan bull awaits! The Cretan bull awaits!
What is it? Let him alone.
Hercules. It's the Cretan bull's work. I'm finished, I'm afraid. But still, the gods are sometimes generous, for you've come here.
You recognize me. You mustn't speak.
No, I have to. It's because I'm sure death is coming soon. I want you to listen, Jason. You know who this is, the son of King Aeson.
Kieran saved me when they tried to murder me. He brought me here when I was a child. He has taken care of my education as a king and a warrior.
He must recapture what is rightfully his. He must sit in glory on the throne that stands at Jolko. The time's perfect. And now it's you who will see that he gets there instead of me. Instruct him in the ways of justice.
You'll return to Jolko with Jason and the Golden Fleece.
Hercules, my own beloved pupil. The Golden Fleece is not here and never has been. There was a terrible storm at sea.
Where is it, then?
I don't know exactly. The ship I hired to take us aboard when we fled Jolko waited in port for the storm to pass us by and later was forced into the Kolkades.
When the inhabitants tried to kill us both, me and Kieran, Kieran knew he had to keep the Golden Fleece from falling into their hands. Finally, he hid it in an immense oak tree. But he took care of me. We escaped then and continued our voyage.
You know who the killer was. Tell me his name.
Jason has to take over his throne without violence. It's what the gods want. It's what I promised.
Who killed King Aeson? Tell me.
I can't tell you. The Golden Fleece knows.
Look over there. The city of Jolko is just behind those hills. It can't be more than a half-day's ride. Let us go. No, Jason. It's no use to go on torturing yourself. You'll never know who killed your father now Kieran's dead.
I wanted so badly to get at the truth. But he would never tell me. He could read my thoughts. He felt my desire for revenge.
And I see by the look in your eyes that your desire for revenge is bound to grow worse.
I feel it. The desire for revenge dominates all my thinking. But the assassin has no face. And I don't know his name.
What is it?
We have to cross the stream, and I don't want the girls to get wet.
All right. Up. There we go.
And you. Why did my sandal have to break just now?
I'm terribly sorry. What will you do?
It's not important. At Jolko, they have better ones. And we must get there this evening.
Thank you. And good journey. Come with me. Come on.
I shall give an order that any man coming to Jolko wearing one sandal will be put to death immediately.
He's returned.
Hercules?
Yes, and not alone. He's brought a young man with him who pretends to be your cousin, Jason.
Hurry, I must go.
So you see, I was saved by Kieran and hidden in a grotto. Waiting for this day by the gods. Waiting to return to my country. The time arrived. Those who killed my father I do not fear.
This is most unusual. But hold, you speak with the King of Jolko. You must certainly prove your story. You may be telling the truth, but I cannot be expected to hand over my throne, the governing of the state, only because someone claims that he's my nephew. Now you say that Kieran is dead, and that the Golden Fleece is actually in the Kolkades, a land that's very far away, a long, well-nigh impossible journey. Therefore, you may have come here only to defraud me.
I myself heard Kieran talk about the fleece.
Your words can't influence me in what I must do. You brought enough unhappiness to my house. Do you want to take my throne now?
Well, maybe this will convince Peleus.
Who is that? Who is the stranger? I've never seen him before. What does this mean? What's going on? What does he mean?
Very strange. If I may speak, I think this discussion is a waste of time. If this is Jason and he tells the truth, then we must ask the gods to prove it. The Kolkades is a long journey. But if we persist and take this voyage, as I suggest, we might find the truth about King Aeson's death. I feel the gods favor us piercing the mysterious Kolkades. It's perilous, and all our men shall need courage. For you see, for years we wanted an opportunity. And now we know the adventure for which Argo's ship was destined. The poets will write about this in all the years to come. How we found the fleece of gold, or disappeared in the silence beneath us. Let the people appraise the legitimate heir to the glorious throne of Jolko. You will all be able to know who he is the day we come back.
Orpheus is right. I shall prepare the boat.
And I shall go too.
I also. We'll go.
Do as you must. The gods have willed you to decide this. But don't expect me to wait here, tortured by doubt for the little time that I have. You have 3 months to come back. Not 1 day more. That's all.
Be assured of our help. What he says is true.
You can count on me.
You do look like King Aeson.
Of course. Because he is Jason.
Has anyone spoken of Ulysses? That's me. I'll introduce you. It's so nice that you let me go.
Yole,
What do you want of me?
don't think I'm being hostile to your father.
Isn't that funny? Then what should I think?
I'm only searching for the truth.
Truth. I feel the truth no longer matters after what you've done to him in there.
Listen to what I have to say. What I've done is for you.
I don't belong to you now. You'll listen to the words of Orpheus. There's a new mission to begin. One will be covered with success. Follow the one you named Jason then, and come back victorious like the adventurer you are.
Do you remember what you said the first day we met? That you couldn't be happy as long as the mystery of your uncle's death couldn't be cleared up. Listen, Yole. It's our destiny to solve it.
No, Hercules. Your destiny is not mine.
They will succeed, I'm sure of it. They'll return here with the Golden Fleece. I'll be accused. They'll kill us all. Even my daughter, only because she's mine. When I saw that man without a sandal...
That's enough, Peleus. These lamentations aren't going to save you.
All right, then. Help us. Do you know any way to save us? I'm ready to do it.
If Jason's murdered, and since your son is dead, you must see
You can't expect your daughter to rule alone.
No, you shall never marry Iole. Monster!
Their craft's almost ready to sail. I could be on it. Better think it over. Good night.
Hercules, why don't you sing?
I don't feel like singing.
Wager it's Yola, eh? You're not the man to act like that. First there's pain because she isn't yours. Then begins that jealous feeling. That passes after you're married, because then you're too tired to be jealous.
Here comes the wind. Get to the sails.
Time goes slowly here at sea. I think I'll start a calendar. 1 knot for each day.
You don't speak anymore. You just keep looking out there. We're all sad, too. They never went this far before, I guess.
That's enough.
You wait so anxiously while my fate is decided.
Yes, Father. We ask for only peace of mind. And if this boy is really Jason, you said yourself you wanted it. The throne is a burden. You even wanted to give it up, you said.
To begin over again, my child. No, I can't do it.
I know the gods will aid you. And Hercules.
Don't say that! No. Iole, I would like to wipe him out of your mind.
I guess there's only water.
There's wine, and not too far away. We could easily swim ashore.
I know, but we won't stop until we reach our destination.
won't submit to threats from anyone. And I'll run my ship my own way. And if any of you have lost faith in the search for the Golden Fleece, I'll be happy to drop you ashore at the next island.
You have to take us back to Jolko, not any island, and pretty fast, too.
I don't know who's spreading dissension among you, but I can't understand why a tempest should bring you all to a state of mutiny.
The food's overboard at the bottom of the sea, and the water's gone stale. Neptune and Zeus are against us.
That's right, absolutely.
Well, Argo, what's your decision?
No, we have decided we're turning back.
Oh, no, you won't. Cowards! You can think of nothing but your own fears. Well, understand this, I won't bend to any mutiny.
And then, if you don't turn the ship back, we'll kill you.
What is this? What's the matter with you?
Let go of me.
I'll let you go when I'm ready.
Let go, I tell you.
How would you like to take a peek at our provisions at the bottom of the sea?
No, Hercules. No!
Listen now, all of you that want a mutiny. We have had a storm. And so we weathered it out, and that's the way it is now. When do you expect to do your sailing? Only when the weather is good? Who started all this? Tell me.
All right, get up. Send them back to the oars.
Now get up! Didn't you hear? Where do you come from?
I come from Jolko.
Is this your first time at sea?
For me, the first time and the last.
Tell me why.
I'm not a man of muscle.
I see you like to play jokes.
You ask me. I meant no offense, sir.
Well then, since you're such a boring fellow, you might like to know that you'll have to stay here. While we're gone, we'll be replacing our provisions. You'll be responsible for the men here staying on.
I will?
Yes, you. I know very well who started talking mutiny to the others. I don't want you to leave the ship, or else you'll go over the side.
Or wouldn't I be more useful going...
No, you'll do as I say. And if anything goes wrong, you'll hang from the mast.
I'll obey your command.
Hercules is quite a man, eh?
Well, get moving. Get to work. Until later.
Look forward to it. Goodbye. Good luck. Farewell.
Let's keep together. Better take this path.
Stay there. What do you want on this island?
We presume the island was deserted. Some of us landed to find water and stock our provisions. Be assured our intentions are peaceful.
Throw down your arms and follow us. Queen Antea shall decide.
Why not? Might prove interesting.
Follow me.
Say what your name is.
Don't you ever talk?
it's unbelievable that at 60 I'm taking part in an adventure like this one. Oh, thank you, Aphrodite.
By Jupiter, they're real, all right. I always thought it was a legend, the kind of nonsense invented by poets.
What do you mean? Who are they?
They are the Amazons, if you want to know. The population is female, absolutely all girls. A society similar to the bees.
Did you ever hear how the drones finish?
Who finished?
Yes, the male bees of the tribe. The females kill them at the mating season.
Look at that. And only men.
Philippus the Phoenician landed here, loved here, and died here. A pity.
Let's not forget. Who said life sometimes hangs by a thread? Shall we be alive tomorrow? Who's able to say? So it's best to be happy today.
Hail to you, milady. Be assured that these men and I from another land come in peace to your island. Our aim is simple. All we want are supplies and provisions without disturbing you in your solitude.
I feel you may be ironic. You see, the Amazon people are dying out. As you know, we are all women. We have lost our men. They were all killed years ago when they went up the mountainside. An earthquake took them. Now we remain alone here. Pity us for the way we are now. You'll find we are valuable allies.
Excuse my indiscretion. I am called Jason. We are from Jalco. This is Argo, Pollux, Laertes, Castor, and Aesculapius. We were sailing to the Chalcidies, but a storm forced us to throw our provisions overboard, and you see, we never tried.
You shall stay till tomorrow, and then go. Now you listen to what I tell you. Put at the stranger's disposition all our wine and all our food.
You see? Things are looking up. What did I tell you?
You didn't say what your name is.
My name is Antea, now you know.
Would it be insolent if I asked about the earthquake story? You said the story was that the earthquake killed all the Amazon men. But on the way here, Laertes told it to me. Only, according to him, it happened 100 years ago.
And you want to know about how we survived, women living here alone?
Well?
Fine.
Let me teach you to swim. Really, I saw the lake as we were coming up here. You'll enjoy it.
I must admit we were frightened at first. Your marksmanship was perfect.
When I finally lowered the sails, it was
how
too late.
old you feel that counts, not the number of years you have.
Thank you.
Several years after the eruption, seafaring men came here. And they were welcome, needless to say. But we were paid back with violence and cruelty. It taught us a lesson. Then, the women formed themselves into an army. Now we make sure the women aren't hurt. Before there were, but no man now.
You kill all the men.
It proves to us that we're superior to you. Men mean nothing anymore for us. If I should die tomorrow, I'd be happy to have sacrificed and dedicated all to be the queen of this island.
But don't your women ever fall in love?
Don't you see, love's an expression never used here. It has been lost as time passed. Please.
But you're joking, you must be. Tell me, Do you really hate us?
Women know what you want, filled only with your own desires. And the gods have created us Amazons purposely, to punish you for your wrongs.
Not all men are alike. Some men are full of kind sentiments, not just desires. You know, a woman is incomplete without a man.
You don't seem to be upset about what I told you.
I'm afraid I'll take that risk, as long as Hercules is here.
There they are.
One more.
Oh, you know, you're really so greedy.
But why did we meet like this? Brought to me by a strange adventure, I was to have another destiny.
Your destiny brought you to me. Oh, you're so ambitious. Be happy in this place.
But I feel we must get away. Somewhere, just the two of us together. Living like men do everywhere else. And suffering.
Don't go if, as you say, there is so much suffering. No, you may go, but here's where I belong.
I'll be here with you. I can't let you go. It's all that I want, just to be with you like this. To stay by you. To taste your kisses, hear your voice. I can't live without you.
I'd give 10 years of my life to solve this mystery.
There's no mystery. It's perfectly clear. They enjoyed ashore, and we must rot here.
Hercules, Ulysses, and Orpheus are reporting we see them. The others know. They've been gone a week or more. And we've got our provisions now.
But you must know that I love him.
Your feelings are no concern of ours. The term has expired many days ago. The law is the law, and it must be obeyed by all of us. You know that the law applies to you as well. More to you, Antea. Those men shall all be put to death. And do it by tomorrow morning. Jason will be the first. He must not live to see the sunrise. You must act quickly, before the dawn.
I shall do as the gods command.
If you wanted someone to sleep, is there a drug? But why bother a man? You see, he's already sleeping. Will you wake up, please? It's important. What's more important than sleeping? I must know what medicine I can use.
Crushed seeds of poppies is what I recommend. The poppy seeds in wine is the most effective thing I know.
Poppies, like this one?
Huh? Yes.
Thank you.
Look, here comes Ulysses.
Well, I hope my beverage works.
Let us go.
Well, will you look over there? That's something suspicious. Planning something again.
Sneaking away to visit those Amazons. While we have to stay on board like slaves. Oh, keep quiet, will you?
Keep still, all of you. I want to sleep.
Why is this nectar so potent, my dear? You look to me like you're two girls. Because you're looking at me with such a sad expression. But then everyone looks so melancholy and they're dancing. But we're not going to a funeral this morning.
This is better than anyone could dream. If it could just continue. I felt so strange for a minute.
Don't go away yet. Dance a bit more.
Please don't turn away from me. I don't understand. What have I done?
My mind's in a whirl tonight, because now I'm another woman. You appeared on this island out of nowhere. If you left me now, I know you'd never come back, and you'd marry someone. I don't mind if you do what you've got to do. Only, since I've known you, I know I love you. I want to remain in your memory like this.
How did you manage to put the poppies in the wine?
I imitated a wolf, and the women rushed out to see if they could capture the wolf, and that's how I got to drug the wine.
the wolf's mating call?
I'll show you.
Oh! Now, didn't I used to know somebody who could imitate a wolf to perfection? Sure, Ulysses. I guess that must be Ulysses. Or perhaps the wolf is imitating Ulysses.
Listen, you carry Asclepius. He's lighter in weight. And keep your eyes open.
Orange blossoms. Can you smell them? It's enough to make your head spin.
I'd rather have my head spin for girls and wine.
Me too. I hope to get enough of both to last a long time.
Yeah, me too.
Did you see the girls on the cliff yesterday?
Do you think I'm blind?
Beautiful girls I've ever
The
seen.
officers always get the game.
Yeah.
Get off the ship.
And we have to stay on the ship.
Where do you think you're going? Stay where you are. Who told you to leave the ship? Speak up.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, no, you don't. As a matter of fact, I'm glad to see you here. I have a job for you. Come with me. If you value your health, you'll come with me. You better do it. Are you ready to go to work now? Everyone, get up there now. Hurry, hurry, quick. The wind and the sea will wake them.
And tail.
Let's go.
Well, this investigates which we are being taken away from the island over
You're
there.
quite right.
How to talk. Come on.
Come on.
I'm not going.
Yes.
Hercules, turn the boat around.
We want to go back to the island.
Orpheus, Ulysses, take the tiller. I've decided to go ahead.
What's that?
Well, what are you waiting for?
Me? I have a very sick friend I must visit. You know how it is.
Come on, man the oars. Orpheus, let's have a song. All of you, sing along with us. I need wind in the sail.
If this be the Colchides, the fleece is near us.
Why do they go ashore so early? Couldn't they wait for daylight?
They could not keep Jason from going. The others follow.
Is something out of a bad dream?
Jason. Where is Jason? Jason!
struck me as I slept. May the gods forgive him for what he did. But may they persecute and curse him if he harms my son. I commit Jason into your hands, O gods, and I ask of you to free his thoughts from revenge. For no more blood must be shed because of my death.
Yours was the deed of a king. We acknowledge you as sovereign of Jolko.
What is written on the back of the golden fleece? On whom will our vengeance fall?
On no one. It was the last request of the king. It is his will. He pities those who take revenge. You'll return this to Jolko, where you'll place the golden fleece behind the throne.
O king, it's wise to forgive, but you'd be wiser to look deep into the eyes of the man you've forgiven.
I follow only what my father commands and my conscience dictates. I must do it. I'll take the responsibility. Where's Hercules, do you know?
Come down and see. There he is. Look, Ulysses.
Get back to your places.
Where is the golden fleece?
Stolen from under our noses. We allowed ourselves to be tricked like children, but no one went ashore. Just a moment. Where is he? Where's Eurystheus?
He's missing. It must be he. Now the people of Jolko will believe we are lying. It's the end of us.
No, not yet. I shall go ashore. I shall find the fleece. The people of Jolko will have their rights. I swear by the gods. And you wait for my signal. I'll wave a torch. So you've stolen the fleece, Eurystheus. I wouldn't soil my hands with your foul blood. As for you, you're an old man who inspires only pity and disgust.
Look there, the signal.
Let us go to the palace.
Hurry, hurry.
Listen, now beware of Jason. Jason is king. Jason will judge you. Don't forget that we'll fight. You will never beat Jason. Don't be too sure, because the golden fleece is ours now. That's enough. Everybody will know you're thieves.
What is this for?
You're not to leave your room. The king's orders.
Orders, you say? Tell me, where is Hercules?
We know nothing about it.
But that's ridiculous, bolting us in this way.
Don't be worried, Yole. Now that Jason's here, they'll decide who the king of Jolko is.
Yole!
Hercules. In there, locked up.
Watch the sentry.
That will keep him quiet for a while.
Hercules. Hercules.
The door does not open from the inside. We are trapped in here like he is. The gods have abandoned us.
No, he's still alive.
You report that your journey has been successful, that you found the Colchides, and in the Colchides you found the Golden Fleece. May I look at it?
Where is Hercules?
What has Hercules got to do with it? If I give up my throne, I must have your proof, not Hercules.
Tell me, I demand it.
You already assume the tone of a king. But now you dare to issue commands. Bring to me the fleece, and I will give you the throne. But I promise that if I find you have lied to me, you will be condemned and put to death, all of you.
I told you the fleece has been stolen. You can ask your own men here.
They're your partners if it comes to that. I want the fleece now. If the fleece is yours, show it to me. But I know you can't. Because you're an imposter and your men are traitors. Arrest them all.
Prisoners, never Peleus.
Father?
Iole, pardon me, and sometimes make mistakes. And now mine have caught up with me. I've done so badly. Jason should reign in Jalco. He may have mercy on my memory.
Tell me about everything now. You mustn't lie any longer.
My dear, it's useless. The poison's working well.
Poison! Father!
You mustn't regret anything, daughter. Go away with Hercules. He's a good man. I must join a fetus. Now, gods take me to the land of shadows. May I be forgiven.
there is justice, and the clouds over Jolko pass away. Out of great sorrow and spilled blood, forces of good are sometimes born. Hercules and Iole are leaving now to find a new happiness. They will seek amongst the race of men, where justice and peace will be with them again. Farewell, Hercules. Farewell, Iole. Life awaits you, with all its glory and all its shadows. But even through the most difficult tasks the gods may prepare for you, you'll have each other to the end of time.